guys, and welcome back to the vlog. It is the last day of April and I thought it would be fun to spend the week with you, although it's already Tuesday. So I gave myself yesterday to chill simply because my car broke down on Sunday after I was coming home from a market in Boston. It just broke down in the middle of the highway, which was high stress. So I took yesterday to just sort of get myself back to a good state, and so we're back in the grind. It's Tuesday morning about 10:30. I just had a really fun call, but I think it will be fun to take you along this week. Today I have quite a few deliveries I have to make, and one of them is to a new store. Well, it's not a new store. They're a store that sold my stuff for a long time, but they're moving to a new location, and I haven't seen much. They've only done very few sneak peeks, and they just placed almost $1,000 wholesale order with me, so I need to go and bring them their goodies so that they have their Solette products for their grand opening, which is, I think, Friday. So we're gonna drive down and see them. So we're gonna head to the studio in just a minute, but I thought it might be fun to just show you little clips from each day instead of trying to do a full day in the life. So we'll see how this goes. I know you guys love the vlogs, so I want to deliver on what you love, and I love showing up for you too. So this could be a fun little thing, and I hope you guys are ready to spend the week with me. I've got two major markets at the end of the week. I've got one on Saturday in Rhode Island, which is more of like a pop-up style at a store that sells my products. And then Sunday is a full-blown outdoor tent-up event, which is always fun once everything's set up, but it's stressful to get like prepared. So we're gonna do it all together. All set to pour some candles, and I just realized I don't have the new wick sizes that I ordered. So we're not doing that today. I was all excited. I wanted to pour one more just test of sample of, I wanted to test one more size wick before I go full production, just to double check, to make sure the one that I have is exactly the one that I want. I have really been particular about my candle formula at this point, and I used to use coconut wax, and I switched over to soy, which was like starting from scratch again as far as trial and error, and I have new fragrance oils, so it was like a whole new thing. I've been working on candles for over a year, and I say over a year, I mean, like, to most people that would be like, that's insane, Caitlin, it shouldn't take you that long. The reason why I say year is because I actually started to work on outsourcing my candle production, and I had a filler who was working on stuff, and it basically was a terrible experience. They were new to contract manufacturing, and so I was sort of their guinea pig, and it was, the person that I worked with was lovely, but I just kind of kept getting pushed to the side. And by fall, I finally got samples from them, and they sent them to me in a box. I'll see if I can find photos actually, because I was so pissed. I got the box, there was not a single fragile sticker on it. I opened it up, and 5 of the 10 candles were just damaged. There was glass all over the floor, and I was just so like pissed off that that's not how manufacturing should work. And so then I met them in person one last time, and it was just an awful experience. So that was probably October time period, and now I've been just retesting myself. So there was a huge gap in my year last year where I just thought we were gonna have candles for last fall, and then once we missed the window for Christmas, I kind of put it on the back burner, no pun intended, because candles are so much better in fall and holiday, and I just wasn't in the space to launch them in winter and spring. So here I am doing everything myself, which is totally fine, but that's why I had to repurchase a wax melter. I had one. I sold it last year when I was sort of moving everything out of here and moving towards manufacturing. But for this first round, I'm gonna pour candles myself, and it's just a reminder that outsourcing can be really bad. I'm very lucky that I have a manufacturer for my body care products, but that I love, but I have had a terrible experience with candle manufacturing, specifically because of minimums. And I can do a whole video on manufacturing. I think I might. I just want to have like a little bit more time to like formulate a good video topic for you guys about how it all works. But basically it was a terrible experience. So here I am a year later doing it all myself. And yeah, so I'm just doing one more final test of wick sizes, but they're not here because I ordered them a couple days ago. Silly me. So anyway, I'm gonna go pay my rent, and then, because I'm here obviously, and I haven't seen my friend Lisa in a couple days, I'm gonna pay my rent to her, which is due tomorrow, and then we're gonna pack everything up and head down to Fiore and Fern, which is one of my really all-time favorite retail partners. They are just lovely women, and I cannot wait to see what they've done with the store. Their merchandising skills are some of the best I've ever seen, and I just can't wait to see. Hopefully they give me a sneak peek and they let me take you guys along. Took a little bit longer than planned. It's about 45 minutes from my house each way, so it does take a good chunk of my work day. And then I did stop at Starbucks and brought my husband a coffee he's at the firehouse today, so I did that. Now I'm back home. It's about 2:50. So most of my afternoons these days have really just been here at the computer or reading. So the book I'm reading right now is called Marketing Made Simple, and I love this author, Donald Miller. He is also the author of Building a Brand Story, which is a book I've recommended quite a few times. But this is a little bit more simplified. It's sort of a small book, and I love it because there's step-by-step instructions. I've gone through most of it. I'm probably about 70% through, and the big thing I've loved about this is the website portion of just how do you sort of build your website, just be enticing when a customer lands on your homepage. Do you have the right information for them? You know, how do you get them to stick around and scroll further and learn more about you and your brand, maybe even give their email address. So this book has been really helpful in that. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change it to some comfy clothes because who wants to sit at home in jeans? And I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my coffee and take Lucy for a walk. So then she's got her energy out, and then probably try and finish this because I have another book I want to start on marketing. Marketing is sort of my big thing right now that I'm trying to, I was gonna say fix, but it's sort of just one of those things that you evolve, and with social media being what it is, it's still important, but I just think there's so much I can still learn from marketing. Even though I have a degree in marketing, I feel like I know nothing. So I feel like I'm gonna be using a lot of books over the next couple of weeks to just try and craft my marketing strategy a little bit more, and I'll absolutely share it with you. But for now, this is a great one. I highly, highly recommend if you run your own website. If you're on like an Etsy, it's probably helpful, but maybe not as helpful. But if you run your own website, this is like a great guide. Anyway, I'm gonna go take Lucy for a walk. Happy Wednesday. It is much later in the day than I planned on turning the camera on. It's 1:43 and I had to do some stuff this morning, like errands type stuff. So I just got back from doing all of that and I'm gonna settle into the office and get some work done. I finished this book and it's amazing. So I think I talked a lot about it yesterday, but I'm gonna leave it linked down below in case you're trying to figure out some stuff for your website and just some marketing ideas. Definitely a great resource to have. And then I got 13 pages into this one last night before I fell asleep, and I really want to like get back into it. I am going to film another YouTube video today as part of the wholesale series, and I've drafted up everything I want to talk about. I don't usually like to script it out because I like to talk out my thoughts, which is probably why I ramble a little bit more than people might like, but I just find that to be more natural, and if I have a script and have to memorize it, it just comes out kind of not me. So I'm gonna film that now because it is Wednesday and I don't have a video to go up tomorrow, which is my normal upload day, Thursday. And I've been so good for like 3 days in a row or 3 weeks in a row, and I just really want to keep it going. So I'm gonna film some YouTube now, and then after that, I'm gonna edit it, upload it, and if there's time, I'm gonna get back into this book. Okay, I just filmed YouTube for you guys. I did a fair update video. I had to film it twice because the first time I just rambled on. I got to the point where I was staring at the camera and I was like, Caitlin, you didn't follow any of your notes. So I refilmed it, and yeah, now I'm gonna edit it and I'm gonna try and piece it all together and make it a really good video for you guys. It's gonna be good. It's just, obviously it'll be up before you see this, but sometimes I talk too much like I'm talking to a friend, and then I realize that because you're not actually able to talk back to me, I just trail along and I just go off on a tangent. So yeah, there's a lot of editing that needs to be done today. I think I talked for 20 minutes. Most likely it'll end up being a 10 or 12 minute video. So we're gonna try and edit it down so it's useful for you guys and you don't have to listen to me for way longer than you want to. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm just gonna do for the rest of the day. And let me just go show you Lucy, because she just came in here to snuggle me. Let's call her. Lucy! Hi! Do you wanna say hi to everyone? Say hi. You gonna help me? You gonna help me with edit my video? You know what I'm talking about, do you? Well, everyone loves you. And he's probably saying thank you for coming to say hi. I'm too shy to straighten up my bones and be a man. Good morning, you guys. It is now Thursday and I'm just getting into the studio. It's about 10:30, but I had to do some editing on yesterday's YouTube video. I didn't finish it last night. Quite a bit of editing to do this morning, but the video is uploaded and ready to go. And I just got to the studio, but today I'm actually gonna help my friend Lisa, who owns the flower shop next door. She has a bunch of dance recitals and then Mother's Day coming up next week. So I told her I would actually help her because she needs the help, and she'll give me a little bit of a break on my rent, which is always helpful to lower expenses. So I just got in. I'm gonna literally put my camera down, go check in with her because I think she needs me now. And yeah, so I do have a lot of stuff to do myself today, like make soap. I just got some candle wax in, and I got those wicks in, so I want to test some more candles. So I want to get some of my stuff done too, but I'm gonna go check in with her and see how much she needs me. Plus it'll be really fun to learn something. I've never wrapped flower bouquets before, so it's always fun when you get to learn something new. Time than I realized. So it's been about 3.5 hours, and I showed you guys all the flowers that I wrapped for her. So I'm really glad I could help her with that, but it did sort of set me back in my day, and I have to go and check on Lucy. So my studio is about 20 minutes each way. It's not ideal to go and get her and then come back. So the one thing that was pressing for me to do today, I don't think I have enough time to make soap, was to pour another round of candle testers. So I just turned my wax melter on. I'm gonna let that melt down, and I'm gonna get the wicks, get those poured, because obviously that doesn't take too long. And then at least I can cross that off my list. And then I have one order that just came through that I'm gonna ship real quick, so that I get them out the door. But yeah, so I mean, I always love to help other people, but it is hard when it sort of sets you back. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have some more studio time together.
It's the same old story being told inside my head. I'm too shy to straighten up my bones and be a man. I gotta tear this wall apart to let you in. Time's running out, so take the chance.
Hello you guys. Okay, so it is Friday morning, and I've been spending most of the morning doing a lot of admin stuff. I replied to all my comments on my YouTube video that went up yesterday, and then I did a lot of email work. I had some actual wholesale inquiries, which was great. I've been trying to post more on Instagram, which has been generating a lot more buzz and just like getting in front of people's faces. So highly recommend doing that more. I know it's like a pain sometimes, and it's like frustrating, and even I still struggle with it, and I'm trying to get better by reading some books, but that's been great. So I've been spending most of my morning doing that, and then I just dropped Lucy off at my mother-in-law's house because I'm actually going to be driving down to Rhode Island today. After I just got to the studio, going to probably be working here for a couple hours, and then I'm driving down to Rhode Island because I have a pop-up market in Rhode Island tomorrow. I've already packed for it because it's one of those events where I'm just sort of selling the inventory of the store that I work with. So they placed a big wholesale order that I shipped to them a couple weeks ago, and I'm coming down with my like vintage pitcher and bowl situation and doing demos, and they're doing like a big sip and shop. So obviously you guys will come with me, but that's tomorrow, which is great. I don't have to bring a lot of stuff, but I did have to like pack an overnight bag. I packed Lucy, and yeah, so I just dropped her off, and then we're at the studio. I'm gonna help Lisa, my friend from the flower shop, a little bit more today, probably just for like an hour or two. And then I want to, I would like to take photos of the candles that I made because I need to get the product listing up. I'm not feeling super creative right now, but it's just 2 candles. If I have time, that's my goal. So let's get to work. Helped out Lisa. I showed you guys a little bit. I wrapped the bouquets that I made yesterday, so that was kind of fun. I've never done that before. I hope I did a good job. But anyway, I am now at the studio still. It's like 1:30. I'm trying to leave here by 2. It's probably like an hour and a half drive. I also haven't eaten anything for lunch, and I'm like nauseous, headache, hungry. So ship this one order that just came through so that I don't have to worry about it. Sorry, I have you guys balancing on my shelf here. I'm gonna ship this one order that just came through, and then I'm going to try and take some photos of the beautiful candles. The tops came out perfect. This one I didn't fill as much as I wanted to. I want to fill it so that it's actually like past this design here, just so it doesn't look weird on the shelf. So I think I filled this 9 ounces and this 8 ounces just to be able to see the difference. So I think 9 ounces is good. I also have the little dust covers, so I'm gonna grab those. Okay. And I don't know if I told you guys, but I actually did 5 cents originally when I was first planning candles. So I have all these fragrances ready to go, but I'm just starting with 2. So the 2 I'm starting with are the English Lavender and the Honeysuckle Clementine, which is perfect for spring. I do wish I could like have capitalized on Mother's Day a little bit more, but it is what it is. There's a reason for everything. Okay, dust covers are in. How freaking cute. I'm so happy. I mean, I think I told you guys it was like a year in the making. Let's hope my customers agree it was worth the wait. But I'm just gonna take some photos real quick so that I have them and I can put the products up. Okay, I took some photos. It took way longer than I thought. It's 2:30, so I'm going to wrap everything up. I grabbed my camera. I am just gonna leave everything set just in case if I get the photos into the computer and I don't love them, then that way I at least save myself some time, and I'm not really gonna be here this weekend because I have a bunch of markets. So let's get into the car and let's go. It's about 2:30 and I wanna get to my parents' house before all the rush hour traffic. Hello you guys, happy pop-up day. It is Saturday morning. It's about 8:45 in the morning. I just got myself ready. I got here last night at about 4:30. It took way longer. There were unfortunately a lot of accidents, so I just had to deal with it. And then I literally got here and my mom and I went into Newport to the pop-up at a little boutique that I've been dying to go to, and I bought a little candle. It's so adorable. Anyway, it was super fun, and then we just came home and chilled, and they had to leave this morning. Unfortunately, they had to go to a funeral, so I am here all by myself, and I have about 2 hours before I have to leave for my pop-up. So I'm gonna try and get some work done on the computer. But my parents live in Rhode Island, and it's just, I always love coming down here. Sometimes I wish I lived down here because I'm an ocean person. I need to be by the water, and I definitely try to come down here as often as possible. So anyway, I'm gonna sit out on their porch because it's actually sunny and nice out and get some work done. We're home, and the worst thing about all of this, and I did it to myself, we have to pack the truck. So we're gonna pack the truck before dinner, power through, and tomorrow Caitlin will be really happy that we packed the car tonight. Okay, last task before I can wash my face and get like relaxed is I have to charge all my devices. My cash box, which I'm trying to figure out if I should do like a fanny pack situation. I'm not a fanny pack person in general, but I'm trying to figure out if that's easier than lugging this whole thing around. So let me know what you think. But I need to charge my iPad and my Square reader and my extra battery pack, because my iPhone is like at the point where I probably should replace it, but I'm just like pushing it hard. So I'm gonna charge my devices and then I should be able to sleep tight. I'll see you guys in the morning.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes.
Well, I'm home now. And it's only like 3 o'clock because the market was kind of a bust, unfortunately. The weather wasn't great, but I also think there could have been a little bit more for marketing, and it's a newer event. So anyway, there were like maybe 10 vendors, and I feel like maybe 20 customers across the entirety of the event, which is pretty bad considering the booth fee was like 100 or 150. So this is the downside of trying a bunch of different markets, but I'm still glad I went. I met some new vendors I hadn't met before, and I'm home earlier than planned, and it's Cinco de Mayo, so my husband got margarita stuff, chips and salsa, and our neighbors are coming over for a little party. So it's still gonna be a great evening. I hope you guys like spending the week with me. I might try and do this again next week because I have a jam-packed schedule in the studio. I know I really wasn't in the studio much this week, but next week I do have a lot of soap making and things like that. So I might try and do another video, and hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.